What are your primary objectives during the spring, Connor?
To compete and improve. That's going to be the number one objective going into spring practice every single day. And it's a big point of emphasis for the entire unit on a daily basis, is that we need to improve on the details, we need to improve on our physicality, and we need to compete. We need to compete in every situation that we have.
And what kind of progress have you feel has been made over about, 3 weeks?
Inconsistent. Been very pleased at times. Coming after yesterday, I thought our focus and effort were two things that need to significantly be improved upon. So, we're not afforded right now the ability to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. We need to continue to push forward. And that's going to be our goal here moving forward, this remaining 9 practices that we have.
Who's kind of broken through a little bit as you look for the 5 guys?
Yeah, that's awfully early to say, quite honestly. I've been very pleased with Andrew Leingang and his transition to playing multiple positions. Obviously, when you look at Cooper Beebe, he's a guy who's fulfilling those expectations. Hadley Panzer and Hayden Gillum are going to have to compete for that center position. And I do like the winner that Katori Leviston has had, the winner that Christian Duffy has had. Dawson Delforge is somebody who's had a lot of experience, and you can kind of continue down the list. I think, quite honestly, that's going to be a better answered question here in about 5 or 6 practices.
How much do you focus on building versatility along the line and getting guys to play multiple positions?
That's a focus, interestingly enough, that I begin with even during the recruiting process. It's our job as coaches are to put the best 5 out there. And it doesn't always necessarily mean that if one guy goes down because of an injury that, boy, that next right guard is going in. We have to have the ability to be very versatile. So where a lot of that versatility takes place is really with that center and guard position. You've got to have a multitude of guys who are able to execute the snap, execute the communications. So there are a few guys who, Cooper Beebe's playing a lot at left guard right now. He's obviously been very successful at left tackle, and I have no problem with putting him at right guard or right tackle if it requires it. Andrew Leingang has played both left and right side. Katori Leviston is playing both left tackle and left guard. Hadley Panzer, Bubba as we love to refer to him as, is playing both guard and center. So that versatility is huge, and if you guys have a crystal ball and tell me who's going to be the 5 guys and, this guy's potentially going to get injured in this particular week, you guys share that information with me, because I'd love it and it'd help me out a whole hell of a lot. But we have to have that versatility.
What's Leingang doing that's kind of thrust him into the spotlight, so to speak?
Well, it's one of those things that I talked to our entire group about this morning. I said, our ability to take the information that we get in meetings from the board, from individual, and apply that into a team setting. All the great ones I've been around have had that ability. He is showing that ability right now. When we talk about something in a meeting, when we have a walkthrough in an afternoon, when we have an individual drill, and you have the ability to take that and apply that into a team setting, a competitive setting, those are things that he's doing right now that are showing me he's on that right trajectory.
How fortunate is it to have Taylor Portier back after not having him all of last year?
Well, I believe that Taylor is one of the most talented offensive linemen, not only in this building but also in the league. And having him out a year ago was challenging. It was challenging on him. Obviously, it was challenging on our offense. So I'm excited to get him back in the fold of things. Anytime in my history has shown, anytime that you have an injury like that, the biggest thing that you need to gain is confidence. You need to gain confidence back in that appendage, if you will, that it does work, that the doctors did their job, that your rehab, that our training staff, who does a phenomenal job, have put you in a great position to kind of get back to where you were.